but I've never come out to my parents that I was like gay or I liked boys, is I guess an easier way to say it, until literally this past weekend on accident. It was literally an accident. I accidentally came out to them on my podcast.
Hi, gay. I'm PJ Brescia, they, them pronouns, your host of the BabyGay podcast and the founder of the BabyGay community, celebrating the coming out process through storytelling, advocacy, and togetherness. I came out later in life and I knew nothing about queer culture. I'm still not an expert, so let's go on a journey of self-discovery together with amazing guests, diverse coming out stories, LGBTQI plus history, and everything in between. This is the BabyGay podcast. Coming out looks good on you. Hello and welcome back to the BabyGay podcast. I'm your host, PJ Brescia, they, them, and today we have a very, very special guest, Ryan Liu of the Delulu podcast.
Oh my God, wait, what's such a nice intro.
Thank you. Yes, of course.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. I've been researching you and I'm so impressed about the platform you're building, kind of the energy you bring to your content.
Thank you.
I feel a kinship for a lot of different reasons.
Thank you.
Like the Delulu, just the idea of like Delulu. Like,
yeah.
If you don't, I'm very much. I'm a Pisces. I'm a double Pisces.
Ooh.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Wait, sensitive?
Very sensitive.
Okay, I got that.
Dreamer.
Yes.
Dreamer. But I'm a dreamer, big dreamer. But I make my dreams come true because I'm
Period.
Delulu also.
Period. And that's how you manifest it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Literally.
I'm a big dreamer too.
Because if you don't reach for the stars, or what is it? It's like reach for the moon and you'll get to the stars or something.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like it's important that people dream big.
Yes.
And don't have that, I can't do it. No.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love the idea of like limiting yourself.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of like just being super delusional, being super crazy about it. I was literally driving here and I was like, damn, I really am the craziest bitch I know.
Yeah.
Because I was like, in my Delulu driving here, like I was thinking about all the things I want to do, and I don't know, I'm super Delulu.
Okay, let's go from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, where are you from? Everything like that.
Okay, well, I'm originally from Orange County, which is about an hour south of LA. And then I grew up in Orange County, lived in Orange County, and then I moved to New York in 2022. I lived there for about 2 years, and then I moved to LA for my career, essentially, just because like I'm a full-time content creator. I love the entertainment industry. So now I'm here.
Yay. Where'd you live in New York?
I lived in Manhattan in the financial district.
Okay.
And I loved it so much. I loved New York and I miss New York so much. I think I might go back for my birthday.
Okay. When's your birthday?
It's at the end of the month. I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
We're sisters, by the way.
Sid, really?
Yeah. Pisces and Virgos.
Okay. I want to learn. So I'm very into the woo-ness. Also, today's a very significant day.
It is. We're filming this on the Lionsgate portal, August 8th.
8/8.
Are we manifesting today?
Yes.
Okay, what are we manifesting?
So we'll manifest that just BabyGay continues to grow. Like
that one's easy.
So we have BabyGay Media, and then we have the nonprofit. So I really want it to be a national nonprofit and a global media company.
Oh my God.
And so that's what we're manifesting.
Okay, it's yours, claimed. It's literally yours. That's super easy to manifest because I feel like you're coming from a good place with really great intentions, and it's about community and helping others. It's easily going to manifest.
So tell me, okay, so let's start with that. Like, where did you start learning about all of this?
Oh my God. So I've always was into manifestation, like literally always in manifestation, but in a very light, like Gen Z, like girly pop way where I'm like, oh, I'm manifesting this, whatever. Yeah. But then I really seriously got into it during the pandemic Lovato in like 2020 because everything was like shut down. And I was like super like in love with this boy and it didn't work out between us. So I was like on TikTok and I was like on the tarot TikToks and I was like commenting on all the spiritual girly things. I was like manifesting and I started getting into it and I also felt like I was at my rock bottom. And my friend told me that she was able to manifest free Selena Gomez tickets and by writing about it in her journal. And I was like, fuck it, I have nothing to lose. So I just started journaling my manifestations and started manifesting and I was like, oh, maybe this is like a real thing. Maybe this is like a little magic or like a little superpower. So I started manifesting everything and then I got really into it and I started making content about manifesting and then I manifested that content would blow up and it kind of did. It did blow up. But yeah, that's kind of like the manifestation thing. It's kind of cringe to me that I started because I really wanted a boy. But like whatever. It's why I'm here now. So,
well, I mean, that I can relate to that in the sense that it's like you start one project with one idea, and it
right.
just starts to unfold and take its own form. And I'm a believer that the boy, let's say, is the catalyst for you to move in that direction.
He was the catalyst for sure, yeah.
But it doesn't, like, he's not like, now we can release the boy. I mean, I'm sure
he's released. He's been released.
Yeah.
No, it was exactly that. Like, I started manifesting my dream life, and then I did manifest him back too. Like, he did come back, but at that point, yeah, he was released. I was like, I don't need you. I was like, I have so much more than you, and there's so much more to life than a boy, you know what I mean? Which is like still something I'm learning right now.
Yes.
But
we all are.
God, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, that was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And now, like, I feel like I manifested everything I could ever want in 2023, which is about 2 years ago. And now I'm like, okay, now I want more. Like, things I've never dreamed of before, I'm dreaming of now, which is where I'm like entering my full Delulu. So that's like where we are with the manifestation journey.
So what's your daily practice to solidify your Delulu-ness?
Oh, it's like the craziest affirmations. I tell myself, like, I don't even think they're crazy because I truly do believe them. I'm like, oh, you're the luckiest person in the world. Or I'm like, oh, you're so sexy. You're so da-da-da. Like, whatever I'm feeling or whatever I want to feel. And I just keep repeating it until, like, I'm like, yeah, that's true. And it is true. It is true. And this is what I always say about affirmations. It's just like, it seems silly to say something, but the more you say it, you're more likely to believe it and you're going to ingrain it in yourself. Yep. So I do my affirmations every day. I pray every night. So I'm like, that's kind of where I'm getting like my, I guess, magic sauce to make things happen.
Yeah.
When I was kind of like growing up, I was like seeking answers and seeking guidance and seeking reassurance. And then I went to church and I started going to church, a Christian church, and I thought I was like Christian. So I really dedicated myself to this church and I really involved myself in it.
Was this with or without your family? Were you going
without? I went independently.
Wow.
I sought it out myself because I think I really needed, like, I felt like it was a giant part of my identity being like, Christian or da-da-da-da. But the church thing, like, it didn't end up feeling the most aligned with me. Like, there were a lot of things I didn't agree with. You know what I mean? So then I ended up being like, and I also felt very passively ostracized for one, being very clearly gay. And it's not like anyone did anything outwardly like against me or anything, but I felt the energy and vibe, and it's just like, it was unshakable for me. So it turned me off from just religion in general.
Yeah.
And that's when I started seeing out spirituality, because then I felt like that's way more flexible and it's like more accepting, and it's also like there's not as many rules to it, right? So that's kind of where that happened.
I was watching one of your interviews and you were saying your universe is synonymous for God to you.
Yes.
Same for me. It's like, I'll say universe.
I love that.
And it, because God is triggering of a word for a lot of people.
100%. And that's exactly, because honestly, where my faith is like the universe is God to me. But like when it comes to like how I speak about the universe, how I speak about, my beliefs in general, and for everyone, like, universe is universal. And I feel like that can mean so many different things to so many different people. And I like that, but to me, the universe is God.
Yeah. It's wild because I feel like so I had like a mental breakdown when I was 27. I restarted my life and that's when I came out and everything.
Okay.
But once I started to feel this alignment, things started to just happen in this like magical, mystical, miracles were happening. And so is there anything that comes to mind for you that's like, oh, that was true? Like, there is no way I could have done this. This was fully a miracle.
Oh my God, I hope this is like the right answer. I feel like my career and what I'm doing, because all I wanted to do, like when I was like a little girl, was I wanted to like be an entertainer. I wanted to perform. And, growing up, because I didn't get into content creation. I've been making content like my entire life, but I didn't really get into it and dedicate to it until I was 22, 23. And I thought I was too old, because I was like, okay, I'm way too old for this. And I was like, my window passed. I can't compete with the teeny boppers, Addison Rae, Noah Beck, whatever, like the little TikTok people. I don't know what to do. Like, I really don't know what to do. And I started manifesting that. And I feel like that's where the alignment came into, where I was like, I'm just going to really dedicate to what I truly want out of life. Because at that point, this was 2020. I made that conscious decision. I wrote about it in my journal. I said, I am going to try. I'm going to give up everything and I'm going to try this. So I feel like letting go was what helped me align with what I wanted to do. And it really took me to that level, which obviously it changed my life. So
yeah. What's your journaling routine?
I'm an avid journaler. I am a big journaler. I journal everything. I journal all my waking thoughts. I journal about my day, and I just I really love the idea of life is worth remembering. Your life is worth remembering. And I always tell people, like, you should journal. Like, when people tell me stories about their day or what's going on in their life, I'm like, I mean, please, I'm begging you, journal about this. Like, I would pay you to give me your journal and I could read your stories and stuff. But I journal every day, and I journal my hopes and dreams, what I'm wishing for, what my day was like, what's coming up, like everything. And I record it so vividly, and I journal like in great detail. And I actually read back on my journals a lot, especially when I'm going through something. I'm like, how did I get I remember I went through something either similar or like worse, or like I felt terrible. How did I get through it? And I go read it. It helps a lot. So really big journaler. I used to manifest in a journal too, but then I found that it took too much time, and I find that like manifesting through prayer for me, and also just speaking into existence, and also truly just being delusional, like thinking, knowing it's already mine is how I manifest it. So I don't really manifest in the journal anymore, but a manifestation journal is a great tool too if you're starting to manifest.
Yeah, I want to like really get into manifestation.
Yeah.
I feel like I have been doing it, and I've not maybe intentionally, but more just like through kind of, because I'm a big journaler too. So that's why I'm so curious.
Dude, like, how do you journal?
I try to journal every morning. Journaling has been like the most healing for me in my mental health journey. And I was in heavy therapy, and my therapist was like, you should journal. And I was like, no, I'm not journaling. Like, I'm not a writer.
Like, resistant.
Very resistant.
Yeah, you didn't want to do it.
Didn't want to do it. I don't like my handwriting. Like, it was all the things. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, yeah,
like,
I get it.
Publishing this journal. Like, this is literally just for me.
Yeah.
And it got, fast forward, I mean, that was in 2017. So like fast forward, and now it's something that is so, I look forward to journaling every morning. And so I started to journal outside, which I actually really love.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes. So I just write, it's a stream of consciousness.
Yes,
like,
me too.
A lot of it's just my dreams were.
Yeah. Wait, what if you have like a really big day, and since you journal in the morning, so let's say the day before it was like this giant thing happened, do you like recount it?
So for example, like this morning, I get up early for this shoot. I get here early.
Yes.
So I don't have time. I wish that I scheduled it and got up even earlier. I have a hard time getting up in the morning.
It's Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yes.
Like, yes.
So like I didn't journal this morning, but like tomorrow I will journal about today.
So if I don't write it down, I'm probably going to forget, which I hate. I really hate that, because I know I feel so many things throughout the day, and I want to remember the things that happen. And if I don't catch those details, it really bothers me. But I will try to, like, if anything, I'll type into my notes app. I'll be like 8/7/25, which was yesterday. I'll be like, photo shoot. I was like, model moody. And I'll be like, overwhelmed, stressed, I'm learning the podcast tomorrow. And it's just tiny little notes I can you know, put it in.
Yeah.
So
to trigger your memories. And
exactly. So when I do it, because I do write in a stream of conscious too. So I'll just be like, I'll start with a hook. I treat my journal like, I write it so people can read it, by the way. So like,
that is smart.
One day everyone's gonna read it. So don't fuck with me. But I do write it like, so you would read the first sentence and you're like, oh, what happened? Like, I make it juicy and drama and like da da da. So I do write it for people to read.
That's really smart, actually. I'm gonna.
It's fun.
I'm gonna do that.
It's like telling a story.
Yeah, because that just
and
like
it's your life.
Yeah, it's your life, and then it helps you kind of build your storytelling skills.
100%. And as a creative, it's so important, especially like as a writer, you know, because you wrote your BabyGay web series, right? So like it helps you hone in on that and like find your voice and I mean, I just like raw dog it, but
yeah. No, that's amazing. I love that, because I've been having a hard time with like hooks and all that stuff, and like trying to like dive in more into content creation and all of that.
Oh my God, can I give you advice?
Yes.
Imagine you're telling a story to your friend, and you're giving the tea, and it's like drama. What are you gonna say to get them like girl, tell me? You know what I mean? Right. Like that's how I look at everything with my content, with my podcast, with my journal. Like literally everything I do is like, what is gonna capture the attention so they can be like, oh my God, tell me I want more of this, you know? So pretend like you're telling me a story or something.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm hooked already.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your podcast.
Hell yeah. I would love to.
Delulu with Ryan Liu.
Delulu with Ryan Liu.
Give me all of it. Give me the tea. Like, how did it start? Everything.
Okay, so this was another manifestation. Actually, like, there's so much, you know, like there's so much that goes into it and like creating it, and it's a lot. And then like, it's a lot. So
it's a job in itself.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job. Like it genuinely is. And I wasn't like ready to tackle that quite yet. But yeah, we ended up starting the podcast. And at first I was like, okay, cool. Someone's going to tell me exactly what to do and like write it for me. And I'm just going to show up and host and it's going to be great. And it ended up being not that at all. So I had to do everything. And then I had to learn from the ground up how to make a podcast. And it's a manifestation podcast. Like that's the loose premise. But truthfully, I want it to be more like a talk show, with like the theme of like empowerment and empowering stories. So we have guests every week who are in the entertainment industry, and even people who aren't in the entertainment industry, and just talking about their journey, their path, what they're going through, like, and how they got there. I love stories of resiliency. I love stories of empowerment. I love stories of like people's dreams coming true. So that's kind of what the podcast is about, and it's been like probably the most stressful and rewarding experience of my life. But
What
I'm
do you
so
mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god! Well, you make it look so easy, PJ.
Thanks.
So
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
this is incredible.
It's been years of being on sets and in production, and just like I've done all the jobs in entertainment.
I'm taking notes right now. I'm not even. I was literally telling Mina. I was like, wait, should we cater every set? Should we cater every production? I was like, we get these lights.
yeah. Okay, so we have to cover on the BabyGay podcast your coming out story and like your journey with your sexuality and your gender identity.
I would love to.
Casual.
Yeah,
casual.
I've been dying to talk about it so
great.
desperately because I feel like I'm constantly misgendered, and I really saw this opportunity of being on BabyGay to be like, oh my god, this is finally my chance to talk about it. Because when I'm doing my show, it's about the guest, and it's not supposed to be about me. So I'm like, where do I get the chance to like really dive into that and own it and talk about it. So I'm so excited.
I mean, I saw episodes and I saw people misgendering you. I was like, I'm gonna bring this up because I receive it too. So
I would love to talk about that. Absolutely. Well, okay, so honestly, I identify as a girl, as a woman. My pronouns are she, her, but I also am male presenting. So I completely understand when people he, him, me. It's not my preference at all. Like, I don't love it. It actually makes me feel like I don't feel like I'm not mad at anyone for it. I'm never mad at people for it, but I feel like it's like a little needle prick every time someone does it. Cause it's like, I don't love that, but I
literally feel the same way. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cause then, being non-binary, right? And then being male presenting.
Yeah.
It's easy for people to, get it wrong. But I try to have so much grace with that. Cause it's like, we're still working in a society where hopefully we can look and present however we feel, and we can really just be respected for who we are. And I feel like we're working towards that, and just like showing up every day, you showing up, right? Me showing up, hopefully that makes a difference. BabyGay, So hopefully things are shifting.
Yeah. It's case by case in the sense of like when I will make the correction or not,
1,000,000%. Oh my gosh. I was like, this is so funny. Such a Mina heavy episode. I was telling Mina, I was like, can you just tell her, like very subtly tell her, like remind her like I'm a girl, you know what I mean? But very gentle about it. Exactly. And I was like, because it is she, her, you know what I mean?
I deal with this constantly. So for me, if I'm in public and it's someone that I don't know or will never see again, it's kind of like, okay, we'll let it go.
You're picking your battles.
Yes, pick the battles.
I feel that way too.
Yes.
I definitely try to. Well, honestly, it's also an awkward taco situation for me because like even people I work with, I don't know why it's so awkward for me. Like because I'm like, I don't know. Like I feel like I try really hard to be like very clear about it, but I also don't want to be explicitly like, hi, I'm Ryan, she, her, or something like that. Even though maybe I should, but
I feel like that's what that's kind of what I do. I'm just kind of reinforce it when I'm in a new space or I'm talking at a meeting. If I'm in a meeting, I'll be like, PJ, they, them, you know, like where I just will kind of just start off with that. But again, a lot of times people don't even listen to that and you're like, okay, but it's cute. I mean, I like to see where I have friends, and I won't necessarily identify like their backgrounds or whatever, but like friends that I've known for a long time that have had a difficulty with the gender and gender identity and the pronouns of it all, and I've asked them, these deep old friends of mine, I will bring it up with them and be like, my pronouns are they, them. I understand that we have so much history where I was going by he, him, but like this is not how I feel. And so, everyone for the most part has been very good in terms of like respecting that request. And then I just had a really cute question come from a friend where he was asking, he like referred in a group text to me in the past and then texted me directly being like, I'm sorry, I use he, but it was in the past when you were using he, like, can I use he when you were using he in the past? I was like, I love that, and I appreciate the question. Like, that's so sweet. I said like it's just easier if you just use they, them for like just to kind of ingrain it for everyone.
100%. I completely agree with that. And also like it's what you're most comfortable with, and it's where you are right now. And actually, that's really interesting that you mentioned that, because I feel like when it comes to like my parents, for example, and my childhood friends, like when they he, him, me, I feel like I give it so much grace because then I'm just like, well, you've known me all my life as he, him. You know what I mean? I mean, to be honest, I started identifying as a girl in, I want to say 2018, 2017, something like that. But people who've known me my entire life, like, I feel I'm like, well, you've known me as this. So, but honestly, I would say a lot of people are really great at making that transition too after I make it known.
Yeah.
Which is super, super endearing to me. And it makes me
Definitely.
feel valid and seen.
Respected and valid.
100%. And I feel like that's all I really want. I just want to be respected as a woman.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely just want to be seen as that. Like,
do we start with sexuality coming out first? Or...
Okay, so honestly, when I was watching your show, of course, and you ask, and then I got your email where you're like, we're gonna talk about your coming out story. I was like, I don't have a coming out story because I was never like in the closet. I was just always like, I mean, okay, I don't know if this is a complicated nuance, but just to explain, like, I identify as a woman, but I'm also gay, but not gay in a way where I'm attracted to women. I'm gay in the way where I'm attracted to men, but I'm also male presenting, and also born male. I don't know if that's complicated. It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
but
I get it.
I identify as gay. I mean, queer, I guess, is the most umbrella I can go for it. But I was never in the closet. So even when I was like a boy or identified as a boy or whatever, I was always just gay. So I never felt like I ever came out. But I've never come out to my parents that I was like gay or I liked boys, is, I guess, an easier way to say it. Until literally this past weekend on accident. It was literally an accident. I accidentally came out to them on my podcast. Like, I know they watch every episode, and I talk about men in pretty much every episode. My first episode, I literally talk about manifesting this man back, like, very explicit about my attraction to men, but I never like formally said like, Mom, Dad, I'm gay, right? So I had Grant Kanoki, who was actually another BabyGay guest.
Yes. We love Grant.
Love Grant. He was on the show and he was talking about his coming out story where he played his dad a song for him to come out. So I told him, I was like, you know what's funny, Grant? I've never actually come out to my parents. And I was like, this is it. Hi, Mom and Dad. And then didn't think anything of it. Funny little joke, cutesy, whatever. I was like, they already know I'm gay, whatever.
You're right.
I go home for the weekend and I'm literally like minding my business. I'm about to leave. I'm like, bye, Mom and Dad. My mom comes up to me. She hugs me. She starts crying. And then my dad's like, Ryan, we love you so much. And I was like, what's happening? I was like, I am scared right now. And then they were like, we just want you to know we love you. We want you to be who you are. And I was like, it's like, I love you, but like, what is happening? And like, also, we're not an affectionate family at all. So I was like, very much like taken aback from this. And then I was like, oh, the gay thing from the podcast. Because I just thought they knew. Like I said, there was no closet for me.
Right.
I was never in a closet. So I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I love you. And like, it was really sweet and endearing. Which, yeah, it's sweet, but
that's a comedy moment right there.
Oh my God, I know.
That's like, incredible.
It's going to be in the next season of the BabyGay web series.
Yes, please. Literally.
Yes. It was totally accidental. Like, I didn't think they would, take it like that.
So
but...
they haven't met any partners of yours?
They haven't met. No. Okay. No. I always said this, and this is something I felt like I got the rug like pulled out from under me. I always said like I would formally come out to them when I got a boyfriend, and I would introduce them to my boyfriend. I ironically, I do have a boyfriend now, but like,
well, isn't that also how manifestations work?
Yes,
you want 100%. You want the outcome, but you can't necessarily decide how you get there.
100%. And I was talking to my friend Cameron about it, and I was just like, this is so crazy because I always said I wanted to come out when I had a boyfriend, and like, I guess it's still like worked out or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sure my mom and dad are watching this, so you'll meet him soon.
Yeah.
Also, I have a boyfriend, Mom and Dad.
You just go from podcast to podcast to give them more updates about your life.
Oh my God, I guess like that's the way that they're gonna find out about what I'm up to.
Yeah.
It's really cute. They watch every episode like as it comes out, like big fans of the show.
So does my dad. It's so cute.
Oh my God. Hi, PJ's dad. Hi.
We just had this, or 2 weeks ago, it was his episode. We did him on an episode. So.
Wait, did it come out?
It did. 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's so funny because like he'll call me every week and like leave a voice. He's like, I love that guest, but like talking about him like, yeah, my number one fan. It's very sweet.
My God, tell me what your dad says about me.
I will.
Please. Do you think he would like me?
Oh, yes. There's been serious times where we have not been the biggest fan of each other. And, but now we're in this place where we're really on a good wavelength and we just see and support and love one another. And so he flew out just for this event to be a guest like of honor at this event, and then he hung out with some of my friends, and just like it was like a really magical like 2 days.
I was
And
gonna
I'm
say,
like,
like, life is beautiful, especially like when you have those situations where it's like, if you weren't always on a very steady, like stable foundation with each other, and now it's like, but here we are today, and like look at where we are now. Like that's literally incredible. Like it
yeah,
gives me so much hope for the
yeah,
world.
yeah. Like I think I mean, for other folks that are struggling with their parents, where I feel like a lot of queer people are
Yeah,
struggling with their parents, is a
fair,
common
fair.
theme.
Yeah,
That it can get better. It can. Actually,
it definitely can.
one thing that I don't know if I've shared this yet, but my dad and I have done therapy together,
Okay.
which was transformative. So highly recommend if you have a parent that you are having some serious issues with,
Mm-hmm.
if they're open to it, which I think that might be the first hurdle, is getting your parent to agree to do like
Yeah.
joint therapy session with you and a therapist. But if they will be open to it, I highly recommend it, because it helped me kind of learn how to communicate with my dad, for example. Like, I would call him on my way to work, whatever, and just be like, hey, how are you? And he would just like kind of get triggered and like, and then like them
Mm.
just with that initial trigger, then like the conversation was like hasteful, and like we would like hang up on each other. It's just like was not good.
Right.
And it wasn't until sitting down in therapy where that came up. I'm like, Dad, like I'm like, how are you?
I'm
And he
trying to
just like,
check
yeah, I'm
in.
checking in. He's like, yeah,
You're
you saying how
combative.
are you? It's like making me feel like you're saying that, like, how are you? Like, are you okay? Like
Okay.
he took that in such a way that I was
Definitely
not
not intended.
intending. No.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't until that therapy session that like we could
And
understand
you
that
could communicate that
this is
finally.
where the disconnect was. So like the solution that the therapist gave us was, instead of kind of calling on a whim where we're both kind of like doing other things and like half listening to each other,
Yeah.
like schedule a time during the week, once a
Mm-hmm.
week,
Like intentionally.
intentionally, and where
Yeah.
you like cut out the distractions of the world and you just focus on one another. And
Mm-hmm.
we started to do that, and we did that for like a long time, and it was really, really, really
Very healing.
very healing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy. I can totally see like why he might feel that way about the how are you. But like,
I just
yeah.
didn't know that that's how it was landing for him,
Mm-hmm.
which was just very interesting. And yeah, it was, so therapy, highly recommend therapy. So, okay. So that was part of your coming out journey for your sexuality, but
Yeah.
then your gender identity. Tell us about that.
Hey, baby gays, if you're enjoying the podcast and you're interested in learning more about the baby gay community, make sure to visit our website at www.baby.gay to discover more info about our events, merch, and all the ways to connect. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and share. Love you.
But
Yeah.
then your gender identity, tell us about that.
So like I guess in 2017, 2018, I guess I didn't even know. I I just thought I had to be like, a boy or whatever. And I was like kind of accepting of that. But everything I do, everything I wrote, like I would refer to myself as a woman. And I felt very strongly about that. And, I actually, for a really long time, I remember being 19, I was like, I'm going to transition. Like I'm trans. Like that's kind of what I decided. But then as I kind of got older, I found myself to be more gender fluid. There are some times where I like feel like a man, like, he, him or whatever. It's so rare, especially today in 2025. It's extremely rare. It's like if I'm doing like heavy lifting, then I'll be like, oh, I feel so masculine right now and I hate this. Or if I'm like doing a project or a task or something, I hate it. But like to be honest, like I mean, I guess I would say I'm gender fluid, but I really, really am just like landing on female right now. So I guess in 2017, 2018, I started asking my friends to refer to me as she, her, and they were very receptive and respectful of it. And I felt good about that. So I was like, okay, cool, let's keep going with this and see where it goes. And then the more, like, the older I got, the more I was like, I'm tired of people gendering me as a man. I'm tired of being referred to as a man. I'm tired of being referred to as a boy. I hate it so much. So I was like, I'm just going to go all in and really stand my ground and be like, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Just so like people could stop, pricking me. Like I said, like the little needle thing. So I think 2017, 2018, I started telling people like, this is, how I identify. Let's respect that. And as far as like maybe like coming out as like a woman to my parents, I guess this is it. Hi, I'm a girl.
Wow. Do you have siblings?
I have an older brother.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so like going back to childhood,
Yeah.
when did you start identifying, or were there moments when you were a child that you felt, I'm a woman?
Always. I literally have always felt like a girl. Always. Like even as a little boy, I felt like a little girl. I never ever resonated with being a boy, just ever. But I didn't understand that. I didn't understand what that meant or felt. I also knew like that I liked boys because I remember being 6 and I had a huge crush on my best friend who was a boy, and I just remember having like it's just a childlike like crush and a fixation. I remember being 6 years old, probably 6 or 7. I remember thinking in my head, I like him the way that I know I'm supposed to like girls. I did clock that.
Wow.
I did clock that. Yeah. So
did you ever tell your friend that you had a crush on him?
not at 6.
Not at
no,
6.
but that's a great question because I knew that I shouldn't. Isn't that crazy? Like I knew that it was like not the norm. So like no, I never did, honestly.
Were you finding yourself, were you playing with I'll just speak for myself. I was playing with Barbies.
Me too.
I had mostly girlfriends.
Yes.
Like when we were playing pretend, like I wanted to be a princess and a mermaid.
And I wanted to wear dresses and I wanted to wear makeup and everything. And it wasn't just like, oh, I'm just like, have a lot of girlfriends. I was like, I am them. That's how I saw them. I was like, you are me. I identify with you. It wasn't like we're friends. It was like, I am you. Your experiences and the way that you view life and the way that you go through life is how I experience it. And this is like, that's why I was like, yeah, I'm a girl. Because after I like fully embraced it, not that I actually was not even resistant to it, to be honest. I was like, I want to be a girl. So I'm going to be a girl. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's strength. That's true strength,
you.
honestly. I would say, as I have gone on this journey, the biggest risks that I've taken in my life have been the biggest rewards, and just like
I'm so risk aversion. So that's
you are.
I'm really happy you said that because I feel like I'm in a journey right now where I'm trying to learn to take more risks.
Take them, especially with your spirituality. Listen,
that was so powerful.
You by taking these risks, it's this is my 2 cents, but it's you. And by the way, I didn't think about this when I started taking risks. Like me coming to California was a big risk. Like
right.
I wouldn't say spiritual at that point, but every single risk that I've taken has been this unbelievable journey and experience. And now in my spiritual learning, like I would say that is you telling the universe that you trust the universe and that you don't have control and the universe has control and the universe has your back. Because it does.
Oh my God, you literally just changed my life. Yeah. I've never looked at it like that.
Yeah.
I'm so calculated and strategic and I think things so through, and like that's why I'm very risk aversion, and like even when I do things, I think about every outcome. And I think like if there's too many outcomes that could possibly go south for me, I just don't do it. But like I do have a lot of faith and trust in the universe and God and my higher power.
And like, so for my gender journey, it's like same thing. Like I didn't have that knowledge of, I was more just struggling with my gender, not feeling male, not sure what it was. There was a period of time I thought I was trans too, but same. I just felt like that didn't feel exactly for me. But now once I landed on the non-binary, it's like, oh, then there's no rules. Then I get to make the rules and do whatever I want. Yes. And like, but then there was a period of time where, I wasn't looking androgynous. So I didn't automatically come off as the non-binary category. And like that, I've kind of moved past that. I'm like, whatever. I don't care if you don't think that I'm non-binary, great. That's what you feel, but that's not how I feel. And
and be exactly that. Yeah. That's crazy that there's like, even when it comes to being non-binary, that it's like there's a look that people would expect, because like it's like, isn't that what? No, there should, I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, that's actually a crazy concept to me. Yeah, that's crazy.
What was some media during your coming? I mean, I know you didn't have necessarily like just that one moment, but through your growing up and coming to terms with your sexuality for yourself, was there a piece of media, book, movie, TV, podcast that was like really helpful for you?
It was a lot of music. I always tell people I was truly born in 2015 because I was so sheltered when I was growing up, and I was 19 in 2015. And that was like literally the first time I would actually leave my small town. I started driving out to LA and coming to see shows and expanding what I knew of the world, because all I've known was my, small little hick town, and I didn't know there was more than that. So at the time in 2015, like a lot of pivotal music came out for me. It was like Selena Gomez Revival was really life-changing for me. A coming of age album, Bryn Weaver, The Fool. It really changed my life to really teach me that, like, if you haven't heard it, it's incredible, but it's like there's more and you shouldn't settle. And to this day, I still live by that because of this album. And then Carly Rae Jepsen's Emotion, and it made me feel like seen. That album made me feel so seen. And then Fox is Glorious, and then Bonnie McKee, Bombastic. Like, these are just these are music that I'm like, it really was like, I feel like I'm becoming a person for the first time, genuinely becoming a person for the first time. And it felt like I was learning a lot about myself through its music. And to this day, like a decade later, these were all released in 2015, which is crazy. These are my favorite albums. And I still hold them so tightly and I still listen to them so deeply. And I'm like, it's just like, even right now talking about them, I love music and I love those albums and those artists.
I'm curious, like, when did you start dating men in at what age?
19.
Oh,
like
19.
honestly,
Okay.
like I'm not even kidding. I was like born in 2015 when I was 19 years old. Like that was like when I was like having sex for the first time. Sorry, mom and dad.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, you know, exploring like dating people and like whatever. And like, oh my God, it's such a journey. But yeah, 2015. So like late bloomer, I suppose. Like I was 19. I don't know when people start things.
there's no right time. You know,
Yeah.
It's a perfect bloom.
So, and I just got my first boyfriend this year. Now I'm 28, but I'm turning 29 this month. But
so what has been your journey? Let's go on the dating journey. What
Let's
are
do
some
it.
fun like what are some fun memories that have come up and like funny?
oh my God, I have so many like more nightmare memories.
Okay.
But like I don't know. I have this issue where I'm very into people who are into me, which means if like you're super into me, I'm so very likely to just give you a chance and go for it. But that doesn't always mean we're compatible, and that doesn't always even mean that I like them. It just
Yeah.
means they're really into me and they adore me and I like being adored. So I was having this literal exact conversation with my friend Cameron last night before bed, and yeah, it's like I was like telling him like I was like, oh, that's why I dated that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy. But I remember when I first started dating men in 2019 or whatever. It was just literally anyone that was like super interested in me. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's see what's up. Like I was super open-minded to it. I was never not. I definitely have a type. I definitely know what I like, but like just whoever was super into me, I was super into them. So I did that for a while. And like, I don't know, I was like chaotic and always got really bad feedback from all of them. Like that I'm like such a fucking disaster or so drama or whatever. And I'm such a brat, which I'm not saying isn't true, but I'm saying like it's worth it.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend would agree. I'm just kidding. But I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so it was like those people and I did that for a while. And then when I blew up on TikTok, my entire dating life changed so drastically because then like I moved to New York at this point. And I realized that a lot of people I was meeting already knew who I was. You know, they've seen my content or they had a familiarity with me. And it was really weird because they knew so much about me already and I didn't know anything about them. And I found that very jarring. Or if they didn't know who I was, this is a crazy story. I don't think I've ever told this, but like one time I was on a date with this guy I actually really liked just because he was my type to a T. And we went to Central Park and we were walking it and he was asking me about myself. And I never tell people what I do. I never tell people I'm like a content creator or anything when I'm like going on dates with them. If they don't already know, like keep it to myself. It's just like whatever. I don't want to make it weird.
What do you say if they say what do you do?
Oh, I'm like I work in digital marketing, which I kind of do.
Yeah, that's true.
I do,
Yeah.
but it's for myself, I suppose. But that's what I tell them.
Yeah.
So we're on this date. We're walking through Central Park, and he's already kind of like really skeptical of me for some reason. And then a bunch of my followers, like I'm not even kidding, one by one, run up to me, sensationalize, freaking out over me, asking me for a picture in front of him. And he's like, what's going on? He's like, are you famous? I was like, no, they think I look like this TikToker. And he was like, are you the TikToker? And I was like, no. And I remember why I didn't want to tell him too, because he went on this huge rant. He was like, I hate influencers. Like, you got to be 25 and make a lot of money and live on your own and have your own apartment or whatever. Like, I guess he didn't have any of that or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That happened there. And then in New York, I had like really bad grinder hookups where they would be like, I had one time, oh my God, God bless his soul. And I really hope he's not watching this, but like I had this boy come over. It was right before I moved from New York to LA. My apartment was pretty much packed up. And then he comes over and we're about to like, you know, play dirty patty cake. And then like right before we get into it, like we're in my bed, I guess we're like getting naked or whatever. And then he's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And I was like, what? Like, and he was like, I'm such a fan. And he was like, and this is your apartment. This is where you film. And I was like, oh my God, let's put our clothes back on really quickly. And I was like, let's just like talk and da da da. It was crazy. I couldn't believe that. And he didn't tell me that like when we were talking on Grindr, right? He just like comes over and he was like, I didn't think you were real. I thought it was like a catfish. And then like you opened the door and it was actually you. And I was like, oh my God, bad. And then one time I hooked up with this guy, and then after we hooked up, he was like, by the way, is this you? And he showed me my TikTok, and I was like, no, that's not me. And then he was like, you're wearing the same clothes. Because I was. And I was like, that's crazy. What a weird coincidence. And then he was like, I'm going to tell all your followers that you're a huge whore and da da da. And I was like, tell them. I'll tell them myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll tell them myself. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, that affected my entire thing. In LA, not on Grindr no more. I'm not on any dating apps just because, like, it's so, like, it's just like, this city's so evil too. So I'm like, you know what I mean?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really
Which is
hard.
why I'm really grateful for my boyfriend right now because I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to be in the trenches anymore.
How long have you been together?
It's so fresh. That's why he haven't met my parents yet. Hi, you will. And then it's been a few weeks, I want to say. Yeah, a few weeks. It's super, super, super new. In fact, I feel like I probably shouldn't even be talking about it because, like, I should probably let it solidify.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to talk about it.
You know, we're busy, building, busy content creating, doing things that I find it hard to juggle also dating. And
yes, me too.
The first half of this year in particular, I was not in a sexual mindset and I was very busy with work. And then it got to after Pride, I was like, okay, like I need some sex. Prior to then, like I felt like the universe was saying like that, no, this is not we're not going in the romantic phase right now, because I would like kind of like looked on my Hinge and it just was not working. Like something was not right, and Grindr was also not right.
Yeah.
And then after, when I felt like ready to open myself up to romance, then like my Hinge was popping off and my Grindr was popping off, and it was good. But it's so funny because like I am the opposite. Like if you show that you like me, I'm like, oh,
really turns you off?
Yeah, turns me off. Which is like fucked up.
Don't you want to be wanted?
Well, that's my own internal fucked up shit.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
So let's say like they're not like chasing you or like expressing deep interest in like whatever, but then and you want them because of that, right? Like whatever.
Yeah.
Now let's say they're like, okay, I'm into it now. Are you turned off or are you like, yay?
I think it depends.
Okay.
I think it depends. You know, if I don't, and it's interesting because I don't know, I won't get too specific because I'm kind of going through something right now, but
oh my gosh.
I don't want to feel smothered. And it's funny because like I never thought of myself as an avoidant, and I'm like, now as I move in this journey, I'm like, wait, am I an avoidant? Like, do I not?
There's so much to unpack here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I know.
We need to get you back in the therapy with your dad.
I mean, literally.
Yes.
Where's my dad's here? Bring him out.
Bring your dad out. Bring your dad out.
Yeah. So it's a journey.
I was gonna say that. It's a journey. It's literally a journey. So.
And I'm a believer. And I literally say this every episode, don't chase, attract. So
Me too.
I'll talk about this. This is a new thing that I'm finally now, honestly, in this year, like feeling in my power and feeling confident and excited and like ready to take things that are for me and mine, whatever.
It's yours. Everything's yours.
Everything's yes. So I was producing this event. There was a vendor. He was really cute. I thought there was flirting like via the phone. And then when we met in person, I felt major flirts.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck yes, this is awesome. I like love this. And I couldn't, and I felt like the body language that he was giving me was very into me as well, is what I took it as. I did kind of feel like he kind of gives straight, which that's another thing, is like I attract a lot of the like closeted straights or just like,
oh my God, literally same. It's crazy. Straight men love me.
Yeah.
And it's actually jail.
Yeah, it is jail. It is jail because they want you, and then when you like give them, and then they're like me, and I'm like, you started this. Yes,
I can't even get into that. Yes.
So I basically, the event was happening. I want to be professional, so I was like, honestly, I thought there was a moment that we were gonna kiss, and
I love those.
I do too, and I would have been so. But I was like, I'm a professional, and my professionalism trumps my horniness. So like, I'm not gonna kiss you right now.
Same.
But I will kiss you later. So
okay, yes.
So then the next day, I'm just feeling. I'm like excited. I'm like, oh, this is a fun little thing.
Yes.
So then I text him. Granted, he's also not from this country. So like, there's a like, you know, maybe there's some language differences or whatever.
Sure.
So I text him.
Was he European?
Yes.
Okay, because that can be so tricky.
I know they're so gay forward. Like they're so gay presenting.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes.
And they're also gay.
I know, it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
Yes, it's a lot of things.
Confusing.
So like, it's confusing. So I texted him the next day, and he like responds and I mean, his response is kind of confusing. It's kind of like I'm not gay and straight. Like, but I mean, there's where the language barrier part came, but like everything else that he was saying, he like kept it. He's like, but like, let's keep like let's definitely hang, like come to this event. It just was giving signals of interest.
1,000,000%.
And I'm just
no, he wanted you. By the way,
I know.
Like no Delulu, like he wanted you.
Yes.
Have you guys been hanging out? Like, have you
No,
been?
I've not seen him since that event.
Okay.
So it's more just, I'm gonna give it up to the universe. Like if he comes over, I'm not gonna chase him. Like the next day, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned this part.
Yeah.
The day after the event, I texted him and I said, hey, like, so great working with you. By the way, like, I want to kiss you. Not sure if this is inappropriate or not.
So
I was
brave.
direct. I know. Well, I've never done that before. So like that was a big move for me.
Okay. No, like love the risk.
Yes. I was like, I don't know your sexuality, but I want to kiss you.
Yes.
Sorry for being unprofessional, but like still want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Let me know. And basically then his response was like, thank you. Like, I'm not gay, but like,
well, haven't you seen each other?
I haven't seen him since then.
But why not?
Oh, what? Well, it's just been busy. Like, and I'm not gonna like. He's invited me to like some like work things that he's doing, and I'm like, I'll go if it works. In like, I'm not gonna go out of my way because to me that's me hoping that when I do see him, that he'll like suddenly now want to kiss me.
But is that like so wrong to hope for?
No, it's not. It's not. But I'd rather go for someone that's at least openly gay. Like, you know what I mean?
I
mean,
it's a lot less of a headache for sure. Like a devastation.
Because I've been there. I have been.
I think we've all been there. Like, yeah.
That's what pushed me out of the closet. Is I fell in love with like my straight friend.
Are you still friends with them?
No, I had to cut it off
because of that.
Because of it. I
just had this conversation and I was like, I cannot be friends with people that I'm like attracted to or I want, because then it's like I'm gonna want you.
Yeah, that's never gonna go away.
No, and like we're not friends from the second I say like I want you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So lots to unpack.
Lots to unpack.
But can I tell you something?
Yes.
So I came into this. I'm in my evil villain era, by the way.
Okay, great.
And this is what my next season of Delulu is gonna be. It's Delulu After Dark, which is like evil, evil, evil. And I was telling Mina on my way here, I was like, I'm gonna be evil and chaotic to be on brand because I'm in that mood. But like, you really brought out like my softest, like most bubbly, like nicest side.
Okay.
So like it's just a really comfortable environment that you fostered.
Thank you.
And I'm like, wait, I feel so seen and good.
Okay.
So no evil today, sadly. Good. You'll get it on Delulu.
Yeah, exactly. Follow for the evil.
Yes, there you go. Absolutely.
So we're gonna do a rapid fire.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my favorite part of your show, by the way.
Okay, really?
I'm so curious about everyone's answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Here we go. Rapid fire.
Okay.
Sun, moon, or rising?
Okay. Sun is Virgo, moon is Aquarius, and rising is Aries.
Okay, we'll go through that after.
Hell yeah.
Most Delulu thing you've ever manifested?
Oh my God. I think my career, I think it just felt really unreasonable as being like queer and Asian and like, I don't know. I didn't see any of that growing up. Genuinely didn't see any of that. There's so much more representation now, like Bo and Yang and like, other people, me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like that was, I just couldn't see it, but I did it. So
amazing.
Yeah.
First sign you check in someone's chart?
Their sun sign, to be honest, but my friend Nick was talking about like looking at people's moon sign because that's their emotions and it is. And it's like, that's way more compatible, like how people are feeling. So that's what I'm going to start checking now, but it's been sun. Yeah.
Current tarot card that's stalking you?
Oh my God, I've been seeing the Magician a lot, and the Magician is my card. I've been seeing it a lot. So the Magician is about being like a master manifester. And that was actually when I first started reading tarot. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Very first card I pulled was the Magician, and I felt it. And it's because I just feel like I'm really good at manifesting, and I've been seeing it a lot recently. And I'm like, feels like a wink, like a hug, like a familiar friend.
Hey.
Magician card, yeah.
Okay. Favorite affirmation right now?
That I'm like sexy. It's really random because I'm trying to enter like an edgier era. So I've been telling myself I'm super sexy and stuff. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy and cringe, but like this affirmation I do say every day though is like I am genuinely the luckiest person in the world. I really do feel that way too.
Yeah. Also with the cringe thing, like yes, but like who cares? Like cringe, like
I just lean more towards adorable naturally, sadly. So like I don't know, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, and showing a little more skin.
Yeah. Like, yes. A pop culture moment that lives in your head rent free.
Britney shaving her head, only because right now I'm really in like a mentally unhinged space. So I'm like, I get you. I get you.
Dream guest.
Kesha. I'm so happy you asked that. I've been manifesting this for so long. Kesha, please.
Past life guest.
Past life guest, can you explain that one?
Like, who is there anyone that has passed that you would love, like
Oh.
celebrity or like loved one, or
Like, I would say Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
I would
that's a
have
good
loved
one.
Amy, to
Yeah.
be honest.
sign you're most compatible with romantically?
Taurus.
Hmm.
I think Taurus, but I'm honestly wrong because it's never worked out.
Hmm.
So let's go with Leo.
Okay.
Let's go with Leo.
Sign you're most compatible with creatively?
Capricorn.
Okay.
They're very hardworking. And
Yeah.
I feel like we get so much done.
Queer icon you'd cast as your fairy godparent?
Carly Rae Jepsen. Absolutely. She actually is my favorite godparent. So
Mm.
yes.
Last thing that made you cry in a good way?
I think honestly, right now, when you were talking about your dad and how your relation, I didn't cry, but like I felt my eyes like getting there, and I was like, oh, you know what I mean? So I'm not a crier, by the way. I really don't cry. But that one was like, if it really moved me, and I felt a type of way about it. So I'm gonna go with that one, even though I didn't cry. But
Thank you. Go to comfort show or movie?
Good Luck Charlie, Lemonade Mouth, Hannah Montana. The movie is my favorite movie of all time. The Devil Wears Prada. I love these questions, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah. And then most woo thing you absolutely believe in?
Most woo woo. Yeah, I believe you can manifest anything. Honestly, anyone, anything. I believe in it all.
Yep.
Like genuinely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something people would be surprised to learn about you?
I'm a bitch. I think people think I'm like super nice and sweet, which is fine because I think I would like to be, but like to be honest, like I'm firm and I'm directive and I'm very like authoritarian. So like I think that's shocking, especially when people work with me and they really see it because I'm like how I am right now. It's like da, 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 da. But then when in a working environment, I'm like, you know, I lock
Get
in.
shit done. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh, I think that one.
I do too. And then lastly, like, what's your favorite tarot deck?
I fucking wish I remember the name. It's a beautiful deck. It's by Kokarina. It's gold and black, and it's called the Divine Feminine, and I love it because it's all women in the deck, and I feel like that. So, and it's a beautiful deck. I never use it. I have a bunch of them, but I never use them because they're so beautiful and precious to me. I don't even want to touch. You know what I mean?
Can we do some cards? Can we pull some
love
cards?
to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
And today is the Lionsgate portal, y'all.
Yes. So can you explain the importance of that?
So the Lionsgate portal is like, sorry, I can't multitask.
So what I know about the Lionsgate portal is that it's 8/8,
Yes.
August 8th.
Yeah.
And so if you turn obviously 8 on its side,
Yes.
it's an infinity sign. So
Right.
8 is a very powerful number in numerology.
Yes. It's abundance,
and-
it's money, it's wealth.
Yeah, abundance, money, wealth, amazing. That's all I really know.
You nailed it. The Lionsgate portal essentially is like considered to be the luckiest day of the year to be manifesting. I also interpret November 11th, 11/11 to be a really powerful day for manifesting. The Lionsgate portal, it's a really powerful day to be manifesting. It's also happening during Leo season, confidence, and just like bringing in exactly what you want. Everything I've ever manifested, every previous Lionsgate portal has quite literally manifested. I have a really long day today, and I packed my bay leaves. So if you guys don't know, you can manifest using bay leaves. You go to like the spice section of any grocery store, buy bay leaves, just write what you want to manifest on it and burn it. And for the past few years, I've been doing that, and I would record myself doing it so I can see if it manifests. And I always look back and I'm like, yeah, it did manifest. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And I use, guys, please burn the bay leaves safely. When I first did it in like 2020, I would use my fingers and my fingers would be charred and I would burn myself. But I was like, that's how you do it. No, girl, use tweezers. Like, use tweezers, burn them. The bigger the flame, the louder the crackle, the more likely it is to manifest. And to be completely honest, I find that every single thing I write on those damn leaves manifests. There's only so much room on the bay leaf. And to be honest, when it comes to manifestation, I find it better to not let yourself be strict with it. Meaning, like, whatever's easy for you. So to be honest, I would just write a word. Like, for example, I manifested 1 million followers on TikTok. I wrote 1M TikTok. Burn. You know what I mean? Manifest. I'm like manifested 100,000 followers on like Instagram. 100K, Instagram, burn, done. Like, you should just make it as easy as possible and let it happen.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's just the belief that it's going to happen, because you don't even need the bay leaves. If you truly believe it's going to happen and you have the tools, like I wrote it about my journal, I burn on the bay leaf, it's going to manifest. It will, but it's because you believe it. It's mainly the power of your mind and the universe plucking it. So there's no specific way to go about it, to be honest. Whatever's comfy and easy for you.
Okay.
Did you want a little reading?
Yes.
Okay, is there anything going on you want me to tap into, or you just want me to pull cards? What's going on here?
There's a personal thing that's going on, but there's more of like, I want to focus on career and building BabyGay, growing our community, growing our platform.
We can literally do all of it.
Let's do it all.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to start with BabyGay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, so honestly, you're in a really great place. With the Empress card upright. This is a divine feminine energy, which is truly about nurturing. So you're in a place where you're nurturing BabyGay and you're having it grow and you're like giving it more life. So you're in a great place with that. And then also we have the Eight of Wands. This is saying like things are going to move quickly too. I think this is about acceleration. Wherever you are, the foundation that you've been building, it's set a really strong like foundation.
Yeah.
And like I think it's going to help you start moving forward. And then we have Nine of Wands. So you cannot give up on it. This card is about resiliency, perseverance. So even though things are moving forward, which is great because this is a progress card. Oh, I didn't even notice this one.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, abundance. This is all looking great. I have a feeling. Nope. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, Ace of Swords, breakthrough. I'm not kidding, PJ. These are incredible cards. And look at this card. We talked about the 8. Look at this rainbow snake.
Oh, shit.
What do we see here? Like, isn't that crazy? You just talked about the 8.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the Lionsgate portal.
Yeah.
You said, like, and it's a rainbow.
Rainbow snake.
That's, I like got chills. That's crazy. This is breakthrough. So everything that you're building, you're doing the right thing. Your intentions are pure. Everything's working out really well. It's actually moving forward. My only thing I want to say is like you really need to keep pushing for it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to give up on it anytime soon.
No.
Definitely not. But like it's in such a great place, to be honest.
Okay.
I hope this reassured you.
Yes, definitely.
That was good.
Good. Yay.
I'm claiming all that for you.
Claiming it. Yes. And it's very interesting because snakes, I have such an complex relationship with snakes.
Tell me more. Why?
I'm the year of the snake one.
Okay. Yes.
And throughout my life, like snakes are the thing that I'm most scared of.
Really?
But
oh my
also
God. All my rings were snakes.
And most intrigued by. So like as a child, I hated snakes, but I'd want to watch like the snake program on the like Nat Geo or like we'd go
like
to
you're
them.
interested.
I'm so interested.
Absolutely.
I want them like, I want to see them safely behind a glass.
Yes. This is crazy because this deck that you gave me is, this looks snake skinny to me.
Yeah.
And also all my rings are snakes.
I mean, I
love snakes.
Yeah.
I'm
Can you
scared of them, too.
can you touch one? Can you hold one?
No.
Yeah.
Stay away from me. I love what they represent. Like, I love the visuals of them, like the aesthetic of them. Like, I feel so drawn to snakes. But like, real life snake, get away from me. Don't touch me. Don't get near me. I don't want to touch one. I don't want to see one. Ew, gross. But like, the aesthetic of a snake and like what they represent, the symbolism of snakes.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, so BabyGay is going great.
Okay. Yay.
What else did you want to look into?
Well, I have an ex that is that just keeps coming up in my mind.
Okay, well, one is Mercury retrograde right now.
Visually.
Super normal.
Like I'll like go in a text and I'm like looking at this I'm in work mode and I'll be texting someone else and then randomly like a picture of my ex will show up and I'm like, what is, and it's just been this consistent like, so I feel like, and we kind of had like we don't talk. And
when was the last time you spoke?
2021.
To be honest, they're probably thinking about you right now. And it's Mercury retrograde right now, so if you're thinking about them, they're probably literally also thinking about you. We're about to end Mercury retrograde in like 3 days, thank God. But they're probably also thinking about you. That's definitely not random. Oh my God, this is crazy. Tarot's so real. We got the Three of Swords in reverse. This is about actually reconciliation and healing. So like, PJ, you got to let us know. You got to tell the BabyGay pod when this person returns because it feels like it's a lot of returning energy. And then we also have the Eight of Swords. This is about casualness. It's also about intimacy. Like it could be like a hookup or something, but like it feels like if they return, it's going to be very casual. 2021 feels like a while ago, but also I feel like something's going to show up again. Something's going to stir up. The Devil card, feels sexual in nature. Like I think this is like, I think it's going to be like a return and it's going to be like some casual type of thing. Do you feel like that would make sense? Or
like maybe like just hook up, not get into it? I would be down for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know, do
it.
Do it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been celibate for the past year.
Wow.
Even like with my new boyfriend.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not even really by choice. I'm just been like so busy.
Yeah.
And it actually is my choice. I take that back. Yeah. I'm just like, no one deserves to touch me right now.
Exactly.
Except my boyfriend, you can touch me. Anyways, you got what I mean.
But it's, I mean, that's something that I'm not struggling with, but like I find myself in a very horny period, but then I'm also like, wait, my energy is sacred and I'm not going to just give my energy to anyone.
Both can exist.
Yeah.
Both can exist. Absolutely. It's just like, I would say my advice is like, I would say it's just like really be mindful and picky about the people you give yourself to.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
I love that. Yeah. I want to like, I think that's going like, it just, life should be fun. Like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not saying like
life is fun.
Life is fun.
Yeah.
And I think for me, because I have perfectionism and workaholism,
Me
and it's
too.
like I have to be doing
Wait,
it.
what's your
I have to be
rising?
struggling. So it's funny because I'm a Pisces moon, Pisces sun, and then my rising is controversial because
Can I
it's
guess it?
yeah.
Wait, controversial? Wait, give me one more hint.
Well, no, it's controversial because there's two different sites are saying two different things.
Interesting.
So like CoStar is saying one thing, for
Okay.
example, and then I have a friend that's also very much into tarot and astrology, and we entered all my information in their more like professional site,
totally.
and it said another thing. So I have two, so I don't really know which one is right.
I would say the professional site. I think CoStar is more like fluff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Give me one slight hint about what your rising could be.
Which
describe
which one?
yourself.
The one that's the professional one?
Let's do the professional one.
I see. I don't really know. I mean,
Describe one thing about yourself.
in general,
Yeah, that you feel like is a very strong characteristic of you.
I think hard worker.
Okay, Capricorn.
So it's Taurus,
Ooh. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that.
and then the other one's Gemini.
I would have guessed Gemini.
Okay.
So maybe CoStar's right.
Okay.
Gemini was my first one when I was like, can I guess? And then you said hard worker, and I was like, oh, Capricorn. Yeah, I can see Gemini for
Okay.
sure. So you know,
And tell me,
CoStar,
and why? Why?
Because I feel like Geminis are people who can be social and work around, and also in the environment that you're in, and even hosting this show, and then the work that you do with BabyGay, you're going to need to be in a position where you're forward facing and speaking. And I feel like Gemini is someone who commands a lot of power with that. So I feel like that. Also, you seem very social. You're very personable, which is very Gemini-esque. So, and then rising is how you present yourself. So I would say Gemini rising, to be honest. Just off this conversation alone.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So CoStar. I'm
Yay.
sorry.
Yeah. So thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Of course. Thank you for letting me read you anytime. Whenever you need a reading.
I will.
It's like therapy.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay. So lastly, what are some future goals of yours, personal and professional?
Personally, I guess I would love to be a great partner, to be honest. I don't know what that means yet. Career-wise, I really want to build a world for Delulu, which is my podcast, but I want to build a world for it. So much more than just being the show. I want it to be like everything. I want it to be a pop culture moment. I want to have, people who are exciting and empowering, and I want it to be an empire. And I really want to build that. I want to build a brand out of it. So that's like my big. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm claiming that.
And then the last segment we call My First Time.
Yes.
So you share a story. It's your first queer crush, queer kiss, queer sexual experience.
Okay. My first kiss was with a girl, but that was like when I was like, I didn't know a kid, whatever. But my first gay kiss was so bad. I'm so precious with myself. I'm so fucking precious with myself where I'm like, oh no, it's this and da-da-da. And I was like, oh, my first kiss has to be so significant. And that's actually why I didn't have a boyfriend for a really long time, is because I was like, if it's going to be my first boyfriend, I need to be someone I really feel so confident about or something like that. So even though I've dated so many people and I've had so many people like, want to be my boyfriend, whatever, I didn't get to that point where I'm like, this is the one, right? So my first gay kiss was a Grindr hookup. It was when I was born, 2015. I was 19 years old. It's a bad Grindr hookup. I was so dumb. He was disgusting, literally so. I see it all in my head. It was like his room was right next to the front door, and like it was such a big bed. It was such a tiny room, and we had the TV on, and like it was like a bad hookup. And he really wanted to kiss me, and I was not into it. Like I was like, no. Like I'm saving my first kiss, and then this motherfucker fucking kisses me, and I was like, wow, you just fucking ruined my first kiss. But now I guess it's kind of funny. I could tell on the story. I could tell on this podcast. So that was my first gay kiss.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
yeah. Consent. It's all about consent, people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, Ryan, this was so much fun.
This was so much.
You have to come
fun.
back.
Can I please?
Yes.
Oh my God.
100%.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for having me.
Much.
This was incredible. Like,
Yeah.
and everything you're doing is so empowering, and it really makes a difference.
Thank you.
What a powerful show.
Thank you.
And
so
you're
much.
incredible.
Thank you. You are too. And where can people find you on social?
You can find me on all my platforms at emotions at @EMOTIONS, and my podcast account at Delulu BFF. And please stream my show Delulu with Ryan Liu on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. And it's a really fun show. We would love to have you as well. Yay. Thank you so much.
Well, Ryan, coming out looks good on you.
Thank you. Great slogan.
Yeah.
Thank you.